Okay. Okay. Yo, school is such a drag.
I know,
can't do this.
right? I can't with it. It's too much.
You still have homework to do?
Yes, like a pile. It's too much. I can't.
I
just
got a pile of homework.
Yes,
I'm tired of
bro.
this. I got a project that I gotta do in one of the classes, and I'm just like, nope, not today.
And bro, I'm a good procrastinator, so like,
you already know how it is. Hey, welcome back to This and That with Sofia. As you can see, we had a special guest last time, but now we have a different one. I want to welcome to you guys this special, lovely lady. This is my bestie, the one there for me, the one has been through thick and thin. The one and only Janelly Nieves.
Hi.
She will be my guest speaker for today's podcast. So I hope you guys will enjoy this. And let's get on with the thing. So this is Janelly, a little bit about herself. She's a junior. We both go to the same school. We're both juniors at co-op. We both take theater. We're in the same class. Shout out to Mr. Mac Attacks. And she loves to roller skate. She loves to, make nice fits because she's just like that, and just like going out, and taking care of her family. And also she likes to watch Hamilton like me. Period. But okay, so today, our first topic for today, well, actually our only topic for today, we'll be talking about friendships, which is a broad thing. Like everyone knows, like that's just a big thing to talk about. But we're going to be here in the point of view of Janelly and what friendships are, because obviously we have a friendship. So I think so. But so yeah, so we're gonna give a little snippet of how we met. Woo!
We're gonna go all the way down memory lane.
So we met freshman year?
We met like the second week of school started.
Probably, I don't know, around there, because we were in like theater class and we just like met.
I know that we were doing like an activity, like a game that Mr. Mac and Miss Sargent did.
Yeah, I remember that because we first met because you, me, and Jessley. Shout out to Jessley for hearing this.
Period.
We were called the Shorty Squad. Yeah, because we were all short. We were mad short. So we were called the Shorty Squad, and we were like all just there together. But like we never really like talked. We never talked like that.
We like strategized in the game because of course we were all a team. We had to all cooperate with each other. But then after that, it was just nothing.
Right.
Silence.
Literally. But like it wasn't like we were like, oh my god, bestie, let's hang out everywhere. It was more like, whenever we see each other, we'll talk and stuff like that.
Yeah, whenever we see each other, we'll say hi.
Yeah. Okay, so let's think sophomore year. So I think sophomore year we got the closer.
That's when we got really close.
Yeah, sophomore year was the time where we got closer. And I think that sophomore year is like the time where we actually formed Las Chicas. Shout out to Robin.
Yeah.
We formed Las Chicas, and like it was basically me, Robin, and Janelly. And I feel like from that on we got closer. Like, from that point on. And, it was fun. I wish we were still in school, but like, it was fun. Like we got to go around the halls, and we actually did we have classes together?
We had a few classes together, I think. Theater and lunch. That's it.
Literally.
I count lunch as a class. Do not judge me.
But yeah. And then now as juniors, how are we now?
I mean, of course we're still close. Like we're still besties, but it's kind of harder because quarantine.
Period.
No shout out to COVID because it's just a drag. But we still FaceTime. We still talk. We're still connected. As we should.
Like, yeah, junior year, obviously, like, we had our bumps in the road with, like, virtual stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, because, like, we didn't really have our ending of sophomore year. It was just all online. So, like, obviously, we're still close. We still hang out. We still FaceTime, obviously, with regulations and stuff.
Yes.
But, like, I feel like we still are close to each other. We still call each other and, like, make sure we're okay and everything. So, like, I feel like, we're in a good range. It's not like you just disappeared out of nowhere and, like, just left me alone, like, how other people have. Anyways,
not the subbing.
Never that. But yeah, so it's like we FaceTime, like we all on social media nowadays. Like everything is on social media.
Yeah.
But so like basically based on friendships, like what have you done like throughout the entire point of our friendship, starting Shorty Squad to, now just us?
That's a good question.
I think we have done a lot of hangouts.
We've done a lot of hangouts.
Yeah.
Like when it was like Las Chicas, our hangout spot was Robin's house.
Literally.
Like that's the only place we would hang out, and then sometimes we'd go into her backyard. Sometimes we would go to the park that's in front of her. And what else have we done? We just did hangouts.
Las Chicas, I guess, was like the big thing.
That was like our big thing.
We went roller skating.
We did go roller skating. We went roller skating for your birthday and for mine.
Yeah, that's like our little tradition.
That's like it's like a little.
I don't know. I haven't gone roller skating in a minute, but then when you told me, I was like, sure, why not? And now like it's just our thing.
It's just what we do. It's what we're known for.
And like I'm trying to think, what else have we done? Oh, in that room.
The escape room.
Done what?
The escape room.
Oh yeah, well we have that too. But then I was thinking more of like our photo shoots that we've done together. Our photo shoots, yeah.
Oh my god, period. I love when we do our little photo shoots.
Yeah, because like we dress up, we look cute as we should,
yes.
And everything. And I just feel like period. Like we should just dress up and do whatever we want.
We should just like dress up for ourselves and feel good about ourselves.
I'm trying to think. Based on your birthday, wait. We also had like a friendlies date. Remember?
Oh my god, yeah.
Because Janelly never went to friendlies. And so I finally took her to friendlies for the first time, and we had a little friendlies date because why not? And so we actually did it. Like the food was good, right?
It was good. I will go again.
I surprised you for your birthday with some ice cream.
They
were like, yay!
Like I was just eating my food, and all of a sudden I saw the waiter coming like towards us. And like a line of waiters, and I was like, "Oh, who's in trouble? Who are they gonna come?" And they just start singing "Happy Birthday," and they arrive at my table, and they keep on singing. I'm like, "No way!" Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Sofia comes out saying, "Oh, I wanted to surprise you for your birthday, so that's why I went over there the other time." This and that. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, she will friend like me. Anyways,
honestly.
But based on friendships, like friendship is a big thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Many people don't go anywhere with like maybe they don't have any friends, or maybe they have so many friends, or maybe they have friends only on the internet and not in real life,
Yeah.
And like sometimes it's dragging to have friends, don't you think? Like sometimes do you think, like your opinion?
Like sometimes, of course, I love having friends. I love talking to them. I love hanging out with them. But sometimes I just want to be with myself and think, like just listen to music, vibe by myself, and it's just like there's just sometimes it's like that,
right? Like like me, like sometimes I just don't want to like talk to anybody. Sometimes I don't feel like FaceTiming. I'm not like I don't want to talk to you. It's like my personal thing. You can't just come to me and be like, why didn't you call me? I'm like, I'm sorry, I need time for myself. It was like everybody needs a time, like an alone time for them at some point. But besides that, like, besides having friends that you think are dragging and stuff, I mean, obviously we have some good things in our friendship, at least.
Yes.
Like we had like our little, like we said before, roller skating tradition, how we always do that. We had all the other times where, we give advice all the time. Like there's times where I give you advice, and there's times where I need advice, and sometimes we're just all over the place and we just need advice from somebody else and stuff like that. But like, I'm a very motivational person. I like, you know me. Like,
she motivates me.
I try to motivate people and like do the best they can and give advice and everything. So like, I try to help you out, and I feel like my advice helps you.
It does.
In a way. I hope I'm like, because I'm sometimes straight through. So sometimes I'd be like, did I just hurt her feelings? Like,
I mean, I'd rather have a friend that's honest with me than a friend that lies to me.
Right. That's true. But yeah, it's like we have our things, and we always have our crazy hangouts. Talk about the hose one, the spring.
Okay, so it was summer, so it was like hot. So me and Sofia were like, you know what? Let's just hang out. Let's just like go outside in the backyard, have a little fun with the hose. So we went, and then Sofia got this genius idea to dump water on me with like this big fridge, like those fridges that you carry to the beach. And so the water was just cold. I was freezing. I was like, oh my god. And it's like a rush. Yeah. Like those roller coasters with water that rush down? Yeah. It felt like that.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it though. I like those roller coasters.
Yeah, it was hot, so it was a good refresher.
It was a good refresher.
Yeah, we have like our times where we went bowling.
We did go bowling. It was literally the same that we played with the hose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was.
It was the same that we played with the hose.
But it was like so unexpected.
It was unexpected. Like me and Sofia were eating lunch in the little dining area of her house, and her dad came up. It was like, we should all go bowling. Like I have like the little
he was like as a joke.
Something.
He was saying like as a joke, like bowling, like that's fun. And we're like, wait, let's actually go bowling.
Let's actually go. We did how many rounds?
Two.
Yeah, we did 2 rounds. The first round I won, as I should.
Whatever.
But then the second one, I think it was a tie between you and Anna.
Yeah,
your sister.
Like that. But
it was fun. I liked it.
Fun. I loved it because it was like unexpected. Like we had no idea we were gonna do that. All we said was come over, and let's like just go outside and use our swimsuits and play in the water. But like
that's all we
was
thought
like
about.
The last thing. We also like the good things in our friendship is like we give each other gifts like last year 2020 the bad year, like I try to come up with you with a gift for the gift for your birthday was like the roller skating
and friendlies.
The Christmas gift, I gave you a gift too. I came over after that whole thing because after her birthday and then Christmas, like that whole period we didn't see each other.
We did not talk to each other or see each other.
So I was like, let me get my girl a birthday present and stuff. But same thing with her and everything. So like, we have each other's back and stuff like that.
As we should.
We're both tiny. That's another good thing in our friendship.
Yeah. Like she's taller than me, so that's how I'm tiny.
And it's not like, one of those friends where you're like, hey, what's good? Clap me. It's like you're right here. I can talk to you. And the big thing, the big thing,
mm-hmm.
the good thing in our friendship.
Okay.
Venting.
Oh, yes. That's like the foundation of our friendship. That's like the foundation.
We're literally venting about anything. Boys that broke our hearts. Boys who want our hearts. Boys, and more boys. And then people who just did us wrong.
And then
drama. And school, and then our parents,
just about everything,
literally everything. But like it just feels good, like to have somebody talk to you and just be like, just give all your worries and doubts to that person.
Yeah, it feels good to know that there's someone there listening and someone there that understands what you go through.
Right. So like sometimes it feels nice to have that person where you can just talk about anything. They won't get offended. They won't be like, ew, why'd you do that? Like, they'll be like,
yeah, they won't judge you.
Like just take everything out of you. Just take everything out of your system. Like, let me hear,
Exactly.
And it feels good. Sometimes we have our moments where we just call each other and be like, Janelly. And she'll be like, oh, no. And I'm like, yeah. And then we just know,
Like, it's a feeling.
Yeah,
it's
we just know.
Sixth sense or whatever.
But, yeah, obviously with the good things in our friendship and in any friendship in general, there's going to be the bad things, the weird things, the crazy things that can drive you annoyed or angry. Every friendship has those things.
Yes.
And so obviously in ours, we're no different. Like one of the things that have gone into our friendship has been confrontation with many things. The only thing I can really think of when we actually confronted was, the situation with attention seeking on social media. I don't know if you want to elaborate on that.
I mean, I don't mind at all. I can totally talk about it. I'm comfortable with that. But there was a period during quarantine where I would post attention-seeking things. I'm gonna admit.
Obviously, everybody does it at some point.
Yeah. So I did it. I would post myself crying. I would post like sad quotes, like just trying to seek attention from other people to let them know that I'm upset. And so Sofia just she called me. She told me that it's not right to do that. That if I wanted someone's attention, that I could just call her and we could talk. And so I took that in consideration. I'm like, what am I really doing? Why am I doing this? Do I really want attention? And so from that moment on, I just thought to myself that I should think before I post. It's like think before you talk. But yeah, now I don't do it anymore, right?
Yeah, no you don't.
Okay, just making sure.
No, yeah, but like obviously there's everybody in their time wants to have something. I know I've done it, and probably all of my other friends and other people out there have done it too. And it's like, I try to let my friends know what's going on based on my point of view. I don't want them to, like what Janelly said before, like I'd rather have a friend who's honest with me than like lie to me about stuff.
Yeah, because that's a true friend. Like
Right.
A true friend is honest with you 24/7.
Right. And so like I took in consideration, I was like, you know what, I gotta tell her this because I don't want somebody else tell her that who isn't her friend or might, make fun of these certain things, which is not fun for that, especially someone if you never know how they are at home or insecurities and things like that. And so like obviously we call it confrontation, but it was really just a talk and just be like, hey, watch out for this. We're letting you know. And like, obviously it was good for you too, because like you took in consideration. You weren't just like, ugh, whatever they said, I'm gonna just continue doing me. Like, you took in consideration of that, which is good. And now you're thriving, as you should.
Yes.
But another, like, some of the weird things and stuff, we don't want to talk too much into this. But getting broken up of friend groups and stuff like that. Yeah, we don't want to talk too much about that. But obviously, friend groups are going to, drop and everything.
Yeah.
And whatever the circumstances are, if you have been dropped of a friend group or you don't think that you should be in a friend group with these people, like, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to drop. Maybe it's for the best. With our situation, like we had things happen. Our friend group was over. We're still civil with each other. Like I'm friends with Janelly. I'm friends with the other person. They're like civil with each other, talk to each other.
Yeah, we're not like attack. We don't attack each other. Like at first, we would like argue, but then afterwards we would just like chill.
Yeah,
we would like back down. We would not scream at each other. And now it's the same thing. We're civil.
Yeah, nothing really happened. Like obviously it was a nice friend group to have. We had our moments and we had our fun times and things, but we also had our bad things, our bad arguments, and like it just fell off. But obviously we weren't like, we're not gonna be here anymore. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. We're still good. We're still thriving. We're still in the same classes, same everything, same school. So we're chilling. But that's just another thing that friendships go through. We can't just be like, oh, I never had that. You maybe you didn't, maybe you did. Who knows? Like, you're in your own thing.
Yeah.
And then a big thing that has also been a bad or weird thing for us has been emotional and like physical insecurities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody has their own insecurities about emotionally based or like physical or anything mental, anything. We all have insecurities about something. And so we have insecurities of our friendship and as ourselves. Like I know I'm insecure to open up to people sometimes. You want to say anything?
I know that I'm insecure about like physically about how I look. That was before. I'm kind of more confident now. I'm still kind of insecure, not gonna lie. But back in like freshman year to sophomore year, I was so insecure about my body. I did not want to wear crop tops or like something too tight. I wanted to wear stuff that's baggy. Like right now I'm wearing something baggy, but that's because it's comfortable. And then there was this one time where a student made a joke and I took it way too seriously. And it drove this whole argument between us. Now we're civil. But yeah, it just made me even more insecure. But then during quarantine, I learned that I just gotta love myself, even though I'm gonna admit it because I'm fine admitting it. I'm chubby. And so I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Everyone has their imperfection. This is mine. I gotta learn how to deal with it. I gotta learn how to love it. So I did, and now I'm thriving. Now I'm cool,
As you should. And anybody out there who has insecurities, like, like anything physical, like, anything, I don't want to say stuff because, yeah, that's your own thing, but anything like that, basically how she said, like, she had to take it into mind that this is her body, this is her thing, and she got to live up to it, make the best out of it,
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to be born and wake up with a skinny waist of, like, what is it? Skinny waist,
small waist,
skinny waist. No, the
Megan song.
Body yada yada yada.
Tiny waist, big hips. I don't know.
But that song, not everybody's just gonna wake up like that. Everybody has different things, and you can always have your own thoughts of like, I'm gonna do this to help it. I'm gonna do this to change it. But like as you should, like your body is your body. Whatever you choose to do with it, that's your own good. And everybody's gonna have insecurities. Like obviously, like you said, like you feel better about it. You might not be 100%, but like, you know, you still feel good about it. Like, obviously, insecurities aren't just gonna go away like that. But yeah, so like we had those things in our friendship and everything. So to continue this, while not based on our friendship, but friendship in general, we want to just give advice for people who are friends with certain people, that they don't really want to be with them anymore, or just people in general who like love their friends, and just friendships rules or just things in general. One thing we want to talk about is girl code. Like, what is girl code? What do you think like that is?
In my opinion, girl code is that you have to take in consideration your other friends' feelings. Like, sure, be honest with them, tell them straight how it is, because like I said before, I'd rather have a friend that's honest with me 24/7 than lie to me.
Mm-hmm.
But also consider their feelings. Like, you don't want to hurt them too much, but you want to let them know what's going on. Like, I think that's like our girl code. Oh my god, I can't speak. That's our girl code.
Yeah.
Like, we take in consideration our feelings, but at the same time, we're honest with each other.
Right.
Another thing that can be girl code is like, don't put girl code as a way that benefits you. It has to benefit all of the girls in the group. Because, like, why would you make a rule that only benefits you? That's like really selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be selfish, because that's like the worst kind of thing in a person.
Right.
So it should be something that benefits everyone else. That's girl code for me.
As you should. I mean, that's your opinion, you know.
Yeah, that's my opinion. Everyone might have a different opinion. Everyone might disagree with me. But like I said, my opinion. I'm not attacking anyone. So
like a big thing about relationships is that everybody has their own opinion on what being a friend is. Everybody thinks a friend should be one way, as another person thinks a friend should be another way, or maybe it can be totally the same. Maybe it's completely different. So I want to know on your opinion. What do you think being a friend is? Like, what is it to be a friend? What does it mean?
Being a friend is just being there, just listening, just giving advice, not judging, like helping them, like being there in their corner. I mean, if like back to the group thing,
mm-hmm.
If you're in a group and some of the members are fighting, don't take a side. Stay neutral. Like, I understand this person's point of view, but I also understand their point of view. Just stay neutral about it, because like choosing a side, that's like favoritism.
Yeah,
and that's like not a good thing. But yeah, just being there for them. Don't judge them. Listen. If they need someone to listen, tell them, hey, I'm here. You can talk to me.
So if you can name 5 characteristics of being a friend, what would those characteristics be?
It would be loyal, kind, not selfish. What's another word? I blanked out on a word. I am so sorry. But gives good advice and just like doesn't talk crap behind your back. That's like a good friend right there.
Yeah. Imagine if we could just like build our own friends, you know, whatever. Like, you know.
My god, it's like build a bear workshop, but instead build your own friend.
Yeah. So obviously as friends, like, you know, we have different categories that people fit into. Like, we have like, from what I could think of, from what I wrote down, is like, you have acquaintances, you have friends, you have close friends, you have best friends, you know, and then you have those people who you call sister and everything, or brother if you have like guy friends or whatever. And so, you know, we have those different categories. Like, you want to talk about those categories, like what each means to you?
Yeah, of course. An acquaintance, for me, my opinion, an acquaintance is someone that, for example, you guys are like in the same school, you're walking in the hallway, you see each other, you say hi, you talk for a minute, and then you stop talking. Like, an acquaintance is like, you know their name, you know that they're friendly, but you don't see them as, you know, more.
Yeah, I think that for an acquaintance, in my opinion, is like someone who you know, someone you talk to, but you don't really associate with them like 24/7, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can be like, hey, like, you remember me? yeah, we talked that one time. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, well, I have to go. See you later. And then, like, that's it. Like, you don't really talk to each other much. Yeah, what about friends?
Friends? Okay, that's someone that you actually talk to more than acquaintances.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know them. You know the things they like. You might, like, go over their house, but, like, you, like, treat it super respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that because it's, like, their house. I don't want to disrespect the rules. And then you're not on the phone 24/7. But you guys still talk, like, still listen to each other. That's a friend to me.
Yeah, a friend, in my opinion, is basically like that. You talk to them more than you talk to like an acquaintance.
Yeah.
You know more about them. It might be more than you know about an acquaintance, but probably not so much as a close friend. Your friend is there like if you need. I hope nobody doesn't like to use people, but like if you need a help with like some problems for homework, you have them there. If you want to hang out or invite them to like your party or something because you think they'll enjoy it, you invite them there. You think you know that they'll let you know about something, you'll meet them there. They're not like super close, but like there's someone you can like depend on it just in case. What about close friends?
Close friends, now I know this is gonna sound repetitive, but you talk to them more than a friend.
But let me rephrase that. How about what do you think the difference is between close friends and best friends?
Okay, close friends, it's like kind of like a friend, but at the same time they're more wilder with you. Is that a word, wilder?
I don't know. I haven't been in school like yeah. Anyways, I should know.
But they're more like they don't hold back as much, but they still retain some of it. And then a best friend is just someone that you're proud to be out like in the mall and they're just like shouting or whatever. You're like you won't like hold them back. Mm-hmm. You're just gonna like hype them up.
Right.
Like you're gonna be on the phone 24/7 with them. A close friend you can be on the phone 24/7 with them, but with a best friend you talk about anything, and I mean anything you want. And then a close friend you can talk about certain topics because you don't know if they're gonna get offended by a certain topic. But with the best friend, like you know that they're gonna not judge you at all. Therefore, you can talk about anything. Mm-hmm. And then when they come over, like they know your mom, they know your dad. They treat them like it's their own parent,
right?
Like you do with my mom.
But like yeah, I feel like that too. Like the difference between close friends and best friends, in my opinion, is like close friends they they got your back. You talk to them not once in a while, but like talk to them often. You know they have your back. You can give them snacks and like they'll just be funny with you. Like everything. But I feel like at the same time, best friends have a more meaningful and like emotional value. Yeah. Like I feel like obviously I'm an emotional person, so like I'll cry for anybody who's going through such a bad time. But like I feel like if it was my best friend, like if I lost my best friend or something happened to my best friend, I feel like I would just break down and I'll feel super bad. Then more than I would feel for an acquaintance or a friend. I feel like best friends have much emotional value in you, and like kind of I like how you said like they know your parents, they come over all the time, you have your what's the word, like your inside jokes, you have all those inside jokes and all kinds of things like that. But I also like how you said the same thing with you can talk to them about anything, and they'll either tell you the truth or they'll make something funny, or they won't get offended unless obviously you say something that's super offensive, but I don't think so. But like they'll be there to talk to you, they'll always be on the phone, they'll always be there to help you, to guide you, give you advice. And so I feel like that's a big thing.
Also, with a best friend, you vibe with them.
Right.
Like how last time we were on FaceTime, I just blasted music off of my television and we were just like vibing to songs. Yeah, best friends do that.
And at the same time too, like we vibe and stuff, but there's some times where we can not talk for like a good 3 days straight. And then when we talk again, we're all like, oh, like nothing happened.
Exactly.
So like I feel at the same time, like friends vary at this time. Like you can talk to them for like forever, and then sometimes you might not talk to them for a whole week, and then you talk to them again and you're like, oh hey, like nothing happened. And so I feel like you don't really necessarily need to talk to your best friend every day. Like sometimes you need a time for yourself, a time for your family, a time for your significant other,
like a time to like disconnect from reality for a minute and just like take a like time for yourself.
Like, because like there's some times where like, you know, I'm like, sorry if I didn't call you, sorry if I didn't pick up, I'm busy. Like, obviously we have our future, we have careers that we want to go to in the future, you know, we're thinking about that and stuff like that. So if I can't pick up all the time, it's not my problem. Obviously it's my fault, but like I need to do my thing, you know. I can't always be on the phone with everybody at the same time.
Yeah, you know? And a best friend has to respect that. If you can't respect the fact that your best friend has to take time for herself, then I think that kind of dials back to like close friends.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so like everything varies, you know. There's so many things, and it's always different with guys too. Like guy friends, I don't know, in my opinion, guy friends are way more fun. But I never actually had a guy friend like that. But like, you know, I can tell everybody else like they love guy friends more than like the girlfriends, and I kind of can see that because girls just bring a lot of drama into everything. But like, you know, at the same time, I think rules are different because of guys in a way. You know, they have this whole friend code with like not falling in love with your best friend, or then things will get awkward. But like, it's just different. You know, there's different friends and different types and stuff.
Yeah.
But to end this great podcast that we've been going on here, I know Janelly doesn't want to leave, but to end this podcast, we just want to say, choose your friend wisely. Choose who you think you're gonna have fun with, who you can share stories with, who you can trust and be honest with, and someone who's not gonna be running off their mouths every single time you have an argument and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, don't fall into peer pressure. You know, don't fall into
peer pressure. Yeah, that's a big thing. If you don't want to do it, just tell it straight up. Like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Right. Like, don't fall into peer pressure. Don't be a friend. Don't be someone's friend just because you need to, or you have to force yourself to. Like, obviously, be open to it, but like, you know, you just be friends with the people you have in common interests with, things you like about that person, things you see yourself doing with that person, you know, and like do those things, and also be happy with your friends. Don't think that you have to force something into a friendship, you know. Be happy with what you do together as you hang out. Be happy with what you do when you call each other, when you vibe, you know. Don't be stressed out like, you know, when you feel like dragged because you're friend, like you're just like, I don't want friends anymore because they're so annoying, you know. Be happy with who you choose as a friend.
Yeah.
And so this will be the end of our podcast. I don't know if Janelly has any other things to say to the listeners out there.
I also just want to add, like, you know how we were talking about insecurities and stuff? Just be happy with yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Be happy with who you are. Please yourself. Don't please anybody else. That's all I gotta say.
Period. So this has been the end of this amazing podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned many things about friendships. And if you have any other questions, you know, you can always, you know, talk to your friends. There's always internet out there, which is Google is our bestie at this point.
Honestly.
Google Meets too. But we don't talk about that. You know, me and Google Meets are kind of on and off friendship.
It's a love-hate relationship.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Everything in the description. Don't forget to follow this and that podcast on Instagram, and my main Instagram, and also down there will be Janelly's Instagram page. You can also follow and everything. And so I hope you like this. Continue to like, subscribe, and share to everybody. And we hope to see you next time. Hopefully Janelly's here for another video. If not, you'll know what happened to us.
I'm done.
Well, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Woo!